previous and the far-off reaches of Redwood National Park, an oasis wedged along a 40-mile stretch of land between Crescent City and Orc. A coastal footpath takes you down to Hidden Beach, one of the most iconic of its kind. Secluded paradise rests a mile south of False Klamath Cove and has dark gray sand, hemmed in by big rocks and huge piles of driftwood at the high water mark. Credit: Wikimedia Commons. Black's Beach is a secluded section of sandy coast between the bluffs of Torrey Pines and the Pacific Ocean, in San Diego. Surfers love it for its gorgeous views and rich history, despite the rocky obstacles in getting to it. Credit: Wikimedia Commons. Sound: The gallery will resume in seconds. Rancho Palos Verde Beach is located below Trump National Golf Club in the Ocean Trails Reserve, which includes what used to be known as Palos Verde Shoreline Park and now surrounds the golf course property on 3 sides. Convenient hiking trails trace the bluff and take visitors down to the mile-and-a-half-long rocky beach. This remote gem is best known for its beachcombing bounty and its tide pools at low tide. Credit: CaliforniaBeaches.com. Pirates Cove Beach is a fan-favorite nude beach between Avila Beach and the Shell Beach area of Pismo Beach. CaliforniaBeaches.com describes it as a south-facing cove that's somewhat protected from the weather and attracts many locals looking for a comfortable clothingless beach atmosphere. Pirates Cave and other sea caves are nearby, so the area on the bluff has been named Cave Landing. Credit: AP. Gray Whale Cove State Beach is known for, you got it, the gray whales that can often be spotted just offshore. Also known as Devil's Slide, the park features a sheltered cove surrounded by cliffs that drop abruptly into the Pacific Ocean. A steep trail leads down to the beach and there's a small picnic area on the bluff above. Credit: California State Parks. In the far-off reaches of Redwood National Park, an oasis wedged along a 40-mile stretch of land between Crescent City and Orc, a coastal footpath takes you down to Hidden Beach, one of the most iconic of its kind. This secluded paradise rests a mile south of False Klamath Cove and has dark gray sand, hemmed in by big rocks and huge piles of driftwood at the high water mark. Credit: Wikimedia Commons. Next show caption: 105 in the far-off reaches of Redwood National Park, an oasis wedged along a 40-mile stretch of land between Crescent City and Orc, a coastal footpath takes you down to Hidden Beach, one of the most iconic of its kind. This secluded paradise rests a mile south of False Klamath Cove and has dark gray sand, hemmed in by big rocks and huge piles of driftwood at the high water mark. Credit: Wikimedia Commons. Expand absence, especially for devoted beach lovers, made the heart grow fonder. For a decade now, the hearts of surfers, hikers, picnickers and your everyday beachcomber grew ever fonder of a place they didn't have access whenever they want: Martins Beach. Silicon Valley billionaire Vinod Khosla bought the pristine property on the San Mateo County coastline 10 years ago. And that, for people who forever have walked down to the beach, surfed in its waters, BBQED on its sand, was the beginning of the end. Khosla became beach lovers' enemy number 1 for blocking public access to the site. After a long court battle waged by surfers to open the beach to the public, which after a court ruling is the status today, even as the case is gradually making its way to the top court in the land. As my colleague Paul Rogers writes this week, attorneys for the Surfrider Foundation, a non-profit group that works to keep beaches open to the public, has filed a brief with the U.S. Supreme Court arguing that Khosla has no right to prevent the public from crossing his property to hit the beach. The San Mateo County Sheriff has said he won't arrest anybody for trespassing while the case continues to wind through the courts. As that case slowly winds its way through the legal process, this slideshow features some of California's hidden sand-filled gems. Sponsored content. Fuel up for game night by satisfy that late-night hunger with the Sausage McGriddles. Now available all day at MCD. You might also like buy your tickets to Ocean Fest at SEA Aquarium today. Resorts World on Little Day Out. Check out the largest cruise ships in the world far and wide. Don't limit yourself on SIM-only plans that are only Synctel on Money Smart. Short selling, everything you need to know. IG Singapore ranked most popular airports in the world for 2018. Far and wide. Get unlimited access to over 700 VIP airport lounges. HSBC. Camille Cosby has finally had enough of Bill Cosby and MercuryNews.com. U-Haul pickup pursuit in Southern California ends with MercuryNews.com. Thiessen, unusual place Charles Krauthammer wants to. MercuryNews.com recommended by